afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Miami Marlins and the New York Mets. It's Mets baseball next on the show.
And now, your 2021 New York Mets.
Al Leiter will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
Now to the plate, Starling Marte. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The center fielder, Starling
First
Marte.
pitch of the AB on its way.
First pitch, 111.
That's down into left center for a base hit.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
Now a throw over to first, just keeping him close. Into the box now, Miguel Rojas. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, it was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done them any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early production. Somebody's got to get on base and put the defense on their heels. They've been struggling recently. They're not swinging the bats well. They got shut out yesterday, and this offense needs to adjust itself.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
You know, D-Roll, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
3-0 now.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
Three and 1 to the Marlins middle infielder. A runner at first with no outs here. In there on the inside corner. Don't know that he liked it, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Perhaps sensing he's going to look to first. Don't want to forget about him. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. A payoff pitch one more time. Ground ball sent back up the middle. A bare hand for one to Hernandez, and it's a double play. With that, a look at the batting order for the Marlins. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Matty, I love the way this lineup's constructed. Talking to the manager before the game, he focused on the fact that they have a pass the baton mentality. Everything's flowing for this lineup. Chance to score a lot of runs.
That'll bring up Gary Sheffield. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
First pitch coming. Here it is. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Now here's the pitch.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And that's low, ball 4.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame them. With the bases empty and 2 outs and a hitter of this caliber at the plate, make somebody else beat you.
So 2 down and a runner at first, and the free swinging Cliff Floyd will stand in. From the belt, kicks and deals. A ball and no strikes.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Now a throw over, back in standing. Ball 2 now.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Here he comes on 2-0. Down the left field line and deep, and that will end up a foul ball. The 2-2. Hit in the air to left field. Smith will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Marlins leave 1, and now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Sandy Alcantara is on the mound for game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, he's a very solid starting pitcher, and I'm sure most people know that by now. If you're a manager or a fan or even a teammate, I think you're very confident knowing he's taking the mound for you. If he does his thing, he's going to put together a really nice start out there.
Now into the box, Keith Hernandez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they come into this one in good spirits, fresh off their first victory of the new campaign last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they started this road trip off right. Yesterday, there was one common theme. There was great starting pitching. Guy went out and absolutely executed. Hopefully he passes the baton to this guy today, and he goes out and follows suit. Hey, that's a good sinker right there. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's got that going, especially early, it's going to be tough to get some runs off
him. The 1-2.
2-2.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
So here's Brendan Nimmo. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. And he's looking to get it going, off to a bit of a slow start this year. pitch on the way.
No, that's low.
Bases are empty, one man out. On the ground, softly towards second. Barehanded at his knees. What a play.
Batting third.
With a moment now,
The
let's
catcher.
have a look at the home team starting lineup. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
Matty, this is going to be a fun lineup for me to watch. I get fired up watching these guys because they all have a plan. It works for them. They follow the scouting reports. They grind it out in the video room. I'm interested to see what they've come up with.
So now to the plate, Joe Torre. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, up around the chin there. 2-0. Two balls and a strike.
If the offense didn't already know, man on the mound's got his A-game fastball working today.
The 2-1. And a sinker, called strike 3 as he's rung up and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. We are still scoreless. Second inning set to go, and here comes the
Leading off
first
for the
baseman,
Marlins,
Garrett
The
Cooper.
first baseman, Garrett Cooper.
Here it comes. As he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. One and one now the count to the Marlins first baseman.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. A shot to second base and handled for the first down.
Batting fifth. The second
Okay,
baseman,
here's how the Mets are lining up
Jazz
defensively.
Chisholm.
And can we please focus on Francisco Lindor, one of my favorite players in the game? Let's check a few boxes. Charisma, check. Switch hitter, check. Cannon for an arm, check. Hit for power, check. Enough said.
At the plate, Jazz Chisholm. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Second home run early in the year as the Marlins will take a 1-0 lead.
One of the best qualities of this pitcher is keeping the ball in the ballpark. He's not an easy guy to get the ball up in the air against, so he's going to have to regroup a little bit here. He's not used to giving up home runs.
Into the box, Jorge Alfaro.
The catcher.
As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. And he just ramps up and here's the fastball by him. 0-2.
It's funny. That pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
At the plate now, Brian Anderson. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
I like the way they're making him work out on that mound. They're taking a lot of early pitches right here. It's going to benefit them in the later innings.
That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Into the windup and the pitch. That's popped up out towards short right field. Mcneill has got it, and the side is retired. 1 for the Marlins on the solo shot. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 1-0 Miami. Leading off the inning, it'll be Robinson Cano, and they could use a spark from him here.
Robinson Cano.
Here's the first pitch to him.
No ball. 1 strike.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hot shot down the line. A dive, but he can't make the play, and it's down the left field line. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And the Mets have something going with nobody out. It's a leadoff double.
Now that's the way you answer. They're down 1-0 already, but he laces the double and puts himself in the scoring position. That'll get the dugout fired up and excited to punch back.
To the plate now, Michael Gunporto. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Taken, but called a strike.
Got to believe you're going to get some tough pitches in this count with the base open at first. This is where you have to regroup and find a way to get a good pitch to drive in that run.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
That is what every manager is looking for out of the middle of his lineup. When you get your 3, 4, and 5 hitters producing this early in the season, it can be contagious, and everyone in the lineup starts to contribute.
In now, Dominic Smith. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0. Bouncer to the left side. He's got it. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Batting seven.
All right, here's the defensive
baseman,
alignment for the Miami
number 6.
Marlins. And let's take a look at Brian Anderson. This guy, when I see him out there on the field, I think of one thing. He's a ball player. Offers versatility for his manager. Outfield, little third base. He was fighting for the 2018 Rookie of the Year.
So here's Jeff Mcneal as he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees. It's strike one.
Put that in a memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Gunporto, a runner at second with one away. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Chisholm onto the grass, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Batting 8. The shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Francisco Lindor. Lifetime in this matchup. He's gone 3 for 6. First pitch on the way. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one.
When you're hitting at the bottom of the order, you better be keyhole in the middle of the plate. You cannot allow pitches like that to go by.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Nothing in 2, the pitch. He misses with a fastball.
This is a huge at-bat right here. He wants to get this guy and have the pitcher lead off next inning without question.
The set and the 1-2. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. One for the Mets here on the RBI double. We've played 2, all tied at 1-1. So here now is the pitcher, Sandy Alcantara. 9-1-2 due up. First pitch on its way. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike. 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
3 balls. Strike.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
Here's Starling Marte. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He singled to open up the ball game. Now the 1-0. Hit high and deep to right center. Nimmo in pursuit. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Up next for the
Had a long way to go to make that running catch, and here it is again with the show track numbers. Took a great angle at it, showed nice closing speed, and ended up running close to 110 feet to finally bring it in. No doubt in efforts his teammates are appreciative of. Stepping in now, Miguel Rojas. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he falls behind 0-2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. Miami down in order. Home half of the third coming up, tied at 1. And stepping in, Al Leiter, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
The pitcher, Al Leiter.
First pitch of the AB now. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Grounded down the third baseline. Throw forces him to lay out for that one, but he keeps a foot on the bag to record the out.
Number 17, Keith Hernandez.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Keith Hernandez. Now here's the first offering. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
The center fielder, number 10.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Nimmo. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation.
And hold on now, that's a fair ball down the left field line. Should be at least a double. The throw is wild, and it gets away.
Yeah, this one was starting to look like it was going to be one of those 1, 2, 3 easy innings. But now all of a sudden, they have the go-ahead run standing out there at second base after the 2-out double. Big moment here.
So now to the plate, Joe Torre. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 0-1 offering.
Oh. 1-1.
Slow little roller to third. Right to him. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. 2-out double left stranded. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Ready now for the Marlins. Gary Sheffield worked a walk in his first plate appearance.
Right fielder, number 10, Gary Sheffield.
And the pitch. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. The pitch.
Hey!
What a well-executed fastball right there. Down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
Count still at 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
This pitch is popped up. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The left fielder, number 40, Floyd.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Cliff Floyd. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And he misses again, 2-0.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
Too high, and it's 3-0. Popped him up. Lindor is calling for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Two out, nobody on.
Ball.
2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike. The count.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in is the power-hitting second baseman, Robinson Cano. First pitch of the AB on its way.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but it's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Grounded to third. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder, Michael Gunporto.
Next up for New York, Michael Conforto. He doubled his last time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
And it's quickly 0-2. One run on 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
At the plate, Dominic Smith. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0. And that's in there, 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled away. The bouncer to the left side, reined in. Over to first, and that retires the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and set to go is the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm.
Yeah, and he wasn't fooled at all by the changeup last time. Kept his hands back and absolutely destroyed that ball. So I got to think he's not going to see a changeup in this scenario right here.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Oh, man, once it got past the pitcher, I figured it was a base hit, but then the shortstop comes out of nowhere to make the diving stop. That was incredible.
Into the box now, Jorge Alfaro. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0 home.
That's outside. No strike.
Well, I'll tell you, from where I'm sitting, it looks like he's starting to rush his delivery out there. Someone needs to remind him to stay back and let his arm get out front.
Alfaro in front, 3 balls and a strike. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is the tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
The 3-1. Soft liner to the left side. And this will be taken in by the third baseman for the second out.
Up next for the Marlins, the third baseman, Brian Anderson.
Up next from Miami, Brian Anderson flew out last time up. First pitch of the AB now, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. Two out, nobody on. Change up low, 2-0. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1.
Hey, last two pitches back to back, off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He can pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
And it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
That's a nice job to work that walk right there. Even if it doesn't lead to anything on the scoreboard this inning, it prevents the pitcher from having to lead off of the next one. Just one of those small things that might go unnoticed, but in the end, make a big difference.
Has a look, now the pitch. Sandy Alcantara is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Anderson leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Count remains at 0-2. Another one sent foul. The next 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today. One left for Miami. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Jeff Mcneal will be the next to take a turn. He'll lead things off as we begin the home fifth. Here's the first pitch. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike one.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
A bouncer up the middle. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Francisco Lindor will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Nobody out, runner on first. He's running. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And another foul ball. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
The pitcher, number 22, Al Leiter.
So next to bat will be Al Leiter. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
The second for 1.
He got the bunt down, but he didn't deaden it enough. Really good job by the first baseman to charge in and make a good throw to second to get the lead runner.
And that brings up the former MVP, Keith Hernandez. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Looking to send him packing again. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
In there, a base hit.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
To the plate now, Nimmo, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Comes set, the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Now the 0-2. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And that will score the run from second as they jump in front now, 2-1.
The pitcher, number 9.
And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Into the box, Joe Torre. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. No hits to this point. He's set. The 0-1. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
Hit weakly back to the mound. Oh, look at that stop. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Mets forced to settle for 1 here in the inning. Digging in next will be Starling Marte. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
First pitch on the way. And now a ball lifted into the air out towards center field. Waiting on it is Nimmo, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
Next, here is Miguel Rojas, who went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Scooped up, and the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
The batter, the right fielder, Gary Sheffield.
Next up is Gary Sheffield. Here's the first pitch to him. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Two and one.
Two and 2 the count. Into the windup and the pitch.
3 ball.
And you know what? Give this guy some credit up there, because this had the look of being a very quick inning. He's been able to stretch this at-bat out a little bit, and that's something that shouldn't go unnoticed.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Miami down in order. Our score remains 2-1. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that will bring in the second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Robinson Cano.
And now the first pitch. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0. Ball 2.
2-0.
Now the 2-0 home.
That's
Nope.
ball 3.
3-0.
Got through the 5th all right, but it looks like he's a little off kilter here to start the 6th.
That one's in there. 3-1.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some 4-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And that one misses. So the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're trying to put a start away. Make him work his tail off, throw a lot of pitches, and get on base any way that you can. A big inning at this point of the game, and he's probably gone.
Now the Marlins skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Ross Detweiler comes into work out of the bullpen now. And Dan, are you surprised that the starter's day is done?
I am a little, Matt, but this is one of those moves that people will debate forever. I think he could have pitched a little bit longer, but I understand the idea of bringing a lefty in to face this upcoming left-hander as well. So we'll see how this works out.
Michael Gunporto will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Cano gets his lead at first, nobody out. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Dominic Smith.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring up the left-handed bat of Dominic Smith. Throw over to the bag, and a dive, but he's back. From the stretch. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Hit back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, you know what? Right there, he executed a pitch. He can't worry about where it's going. He just wants to put it on the ground right there, give his defense a chance to work, and it found a hole. Period. The end.
Standing in now, Jeff Mcneal, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Now the 1-0, and he fouls this one off. Ready with the 1-1 pitch.
That's bolted.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
2-2. Swing, and he pops him up. Rojas into shallow left. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Stepping in once again is Francisco Lindor. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. He grounds it sharply to third. He's got it on to first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that ends the inning. 2 left for the Mets. They lead it 2-1. So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Floyd, due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
First pitch on its way. Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And that's got to fire you up right there, boys. This guy has been on the bump all game. Now it's late, and he's still throwing challenge pitch after challenge pitch. Think he's feeling frisky?
And he misses there. 1-2. Right back at the mound. And that's through into center field. So the tying runs aboard to kick off the inning.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Trevor May will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Jonathan Villar will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. At the plate now, Garrett Cooper. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Everything this guy throws moves. That two-seamer has a mind of its own.
And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Nimmo is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The batter number 2, second baseman, Jazz Chisholm.
Digging in next, Jazz Chisholm grounded out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
You know, because this is just a 1-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here. The 1-0. Floyd stands at first with 1 out. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Up next for the Marlins, the catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And up next will be the big catcher, Jorge Alfaro. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. He's set. The 0-1. We're in the 7th inning now. The pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Runner goes for third. Strike called. Now the throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And a base hit as that'll score the runner from third and tie our ball game at 2 apiece.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
In now, Brian Anderson, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. The 0-1 pitch. Fouled off. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly on to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Marlins get one here on a couple of hits. So now here is Jonathan Villar. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. He's set. Here it comes. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Unable to find the zone with the slider. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent, beware.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. As a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
At the plate, Keith Hernandez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now a sinker runs in on him a bit as he's got to step out of the way there.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
The 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Striding in is Brandon Nimmo. Singled homer run in his last time up. He's set, and the pitch. As he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now, and we are tied 2-2. Marcus Stroman will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Number 0, Marcus Stroman.
Juan Pierre is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. First delivery to him. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike 2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
So now to the plate, Starling Marte. He'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. One out, nobody on. One and 2 now. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Fouled away. Ready with another 2-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. Long run for the right fielder, and no one will track it down. And a 3-2 full count to Starling Marte.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Popped up. Mcneal over to his left, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
Next, it'll be Miguel Rojas. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And now the first pitch.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in a 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
The 0-1. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now.
Down 0-2, maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
protecting with 2 strikes. Went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
A ball and 2 strikes. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. John Curtis is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 39, John Curtis.
Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Joe Torre.
The catcher, Joe Torre.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. He's ready. Here's the 1-0.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Here now the 2-2 is looked at for ball 3. Now the 3-2 pitch. He lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Robinson Cano. It was a walk in his last trip. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Looks like a left-hander up and throwing now in that Marlins bullpen. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Under it now is Floyd, and he's got it for the first out.
The right fielder, number 30, Michael Gunporto.
So a runner at first now with 1 away. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Sharp ground ball toward the hole. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that ball between first and second base, D-Roll. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit to batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Into the box, Dominic Smith, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. 0-1 count, and the pitch.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
And it's fouled away. And here's a swing and a miss. And that, folks, is a big out number 2.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Standing in now, Jeff Mcneal. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Oh. 1-1. One and one. Here it is. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
And he fouls this one off. Torrey at second. Gunporto at first. 2 out in the inning. Misses. Ball 2.
Now 2-2, 2 on, 2 out. This is when you have to make a pitch right here. The last thing you want to do is run the count full to 3-2. Then the runners are going to be off to the races.
2-2. Here it is. Pulled high in the air out to right field. And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. 2 left for the Mets. And this game is still tied at 2-2. All set to start the 9th in this one. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Gary Sheffield. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, you got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
The 0-1 delivery. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
At the plate now, Floyd. Yes, he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. It was a base hit last time up. 1-0 delivery. And that's lifted the other way out to left. And this won't help either in a tie ball game as the catch is made, and now there are 2 gone to start the 9th.
The first baseman, Garrett Cooper.
Up next, Garrett Cooper. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way. 0-1 count to pitch.
Oh. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Miami down in order. Score remains 2-2. J.D. Davis is up off the bench to lead it off as the possible winning run here in the bottom of inning number 9.
Davis.
First pitch on its way as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Ball 3.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 pitch on. And that misses here. Ball 4. And of all things, it's a leadoff walk that puts the winning run on base to start the bottom half.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Next for the Mets, Jonathan Villar. The winning run is at first base. Here's the first pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. This is foul for the first strike. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. This will get foul for strike 2. Now the 0-2 pitch. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jonathan Villar. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And that misses ball 4. So now the potential winning run moves into scoring position where a single could end this thing.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Richard Blyer is into the ballgame now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here. Keith Hernandez will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. Here's the first pitch. Big swing, but a little dribbler here to the right side of the mound. And he indeed takes only the out at first as the runners move to second and third with 1 away now.
The center fielder, number 10, Brandon Nimmo.
So here is Brandon Nimmo, lifetime against this pitcher. He's 2 for 3. Here's the first pitch. And he takes ball one.
Well, this is a strikeout situation, but it's also a ground ball situation. I expect we'll see a lot of pitches down in the zone trying to prevent the hitter from getting the ball up in the air.
The 1-0.
This is a situation where you're going strictly for the strikeout. Infield in, and from the offensive standpoint, you're just trying to create hard contact and get it by that infield.
And he looks at one in there, 1-2. Nemo with an even count of 2-2 now. Possible winning run just 90 feet away here. One away. To first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The catcher, number 9, Joe Torre.
Now it'll be Joe Torre. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Here's the first pitch. Drilled on the ground to short. And the first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that ends the inning. 2 left for the Mets. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Aaron Luke takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Number 32, Aaron Luke.
Now to bat, Jazz Chisholm. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
1-0 the count, and it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Well-thrown sinker that time, down, but in the strike zone. The 1-1 pitch.
Yep, off him. 2-1.
And he misses again, ball 3.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
The 3-1 pitch. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Just a nice piece of hitting right there, especially in extra innings. He didn't try to win the thing by himself or be a hero. He just patiently worked the at-bat until he earned the walk. We'll see if his teammates can pick him up now.
And time will be called here, as with the important go-ahead run at second base, they'll opt to go and get a little more speed out there. Here's the first pitch. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Oh, it's off the third base bag. And the go-ahead run will score from second as they've taken the lead here in the late going. Stepping up is Brian Anderson. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. From the stretch. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And that is down for extra bases as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. 1 run scores. Here's a second runner around third. He'll score easily as they push their lead to 3 now.
Up next for the
Hey,
Marlins.
Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Miguel Castro will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season. Joe Pennant will come off the bench now as he'll pinch hit with the runner at 2nd and nobody out. First delivery to him as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The 1-0. And this is foul tip at the plate right off the arm of the catcher behind the plate. Ouch. Plays off the slider that time. 2-1. There's prior history in this matchup. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. The 2-2 one more time.
3-2.
Swing and a miss, and that's a much-needed first out there.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you could do with that. Textbook sinker.
To the plate now, Starling Marte, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Two balls, no strikes to the Miami center fielder.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch.
That's ball 3.
Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3. And that misses ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Next, it'll be Miguel Rojas looking to change his fortunes here. 0-for-4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Nope, that's away.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
Now the 1-0.
Oop.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
The 2-2. Lifted in the air to center field.
Waiting on it is Nimmo.
He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now back, the right fielder, Gary Sheffield.
So next to hit is Gary Sheffield. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Nope, that's off the plate.
There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. The 1-0 home is a slider taken for a ball.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
Off-speed pitch, and it stays outside. Ball 3.
2 on, 2 out with a base open here. As a pitcher, you have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch that he can hit one out of the park on.
And he'll just lay this one in there. 3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
He's behind on the swing there, and the count moves to 3-2.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Little tapper down the first baseline. 3 runs already home here. And this one misses here. Close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
Stepping in next, Cliff Floyd. He flew out in his last debut. First pitch on its way.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
Anderson, the runner at third. Marte over at second. Sheffield on at first with 2 down. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. One and one. Here it is.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
All even now, 2-2.
Had to be sitting something hard right there because he gave up on that pitch, but it was right down the chute.
Hit hard down the line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. 1 run scores. He's in at second safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
The first baseman.
They just keep pouring it on this inning. That's 5 runs so far, and they're not finished yet. They've been teeing off on everything they see, and they're showing no signs of stopping anytime soon.
Into the box now, John Birdie. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Strikes him out here for out number 3, but the damage has been done as now they'll need some extra inning heroics to pull this one out. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. Miami's out in front 7-2. Anthony Bass is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here. Jesus Aguilar is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base. Ready for the bottom of the 10th here, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Robinson Cano.
The second baseman, Robinson Cano.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Skied into straightaway right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second?
Now batting, right fielder, Michael.
And now in the box, Michael Gunporto. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. First pitch on the way.
Ball, outside.
Swung on and belted. Get out the rye bread and mustard, Grandma. It's grand salami time. Michael Gunporto connects for a 2-run home run. First home run of the campaign for him, and it's now a 7-4 ball game.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
The left fielder, number 2.
So now to the plate, Dominic Smith, as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats. Ready with the 0-1.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2. Fouled off. Still only 1 out in the inning. And this pitch is taken high and away to fill the count. It's 3-2.
You know, you don't always have to straight challenge a guy on a 3-2 count. With a 3-run lead, no one on base, this is the perfect situation to do it. No reason to nibble and possibly set up a big inning.
Fouled away. Payoff pitch one more time. Again, he sends it out of play. The 3-2 one more time. Hit sharply on the ground. That's through. He's got a base hit, his second in this one. 2 for 5 now.
Hey, not an easy thing to do right there, D-Roll, with that stacked infield on the right side. To hit it through where the shift is, have to hit that in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, he found a good result right there, Dan. Pitcher actually executed right there. Got him to hit it where he wanted to. Put good barrel, good contact on that ball, and was able to find the hole.
Dylan Floro comes on here looking to get the final 2 outs and earn the save. In now, Jeff McNeil, as he'll take a look at ball 1. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals.
2-1.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Swing and a little tapper. Again, another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Grounded softly to the right. Reined in. One there. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
7-4 the final finish today. Richard Blyer claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Here now is our final line score for this afternoon. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins, 7 runs on 6 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Mets, 4 runs on 10 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 35 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.